Represent like dress up, smell good. You know what I mean? Smell good, go in there, walking back straight up, talk people, give nice firm handshake. Look them in the eye. We're gonna talk about some insights and tips on how to grow your cleaning company, what softwares to use, how to interact with your clients, and leveraging technology, and some more type of things that we got going on, man. So let's get on into it. Let's first start with talking about being professional. One of the things about scaling a cleaning company or scaling any business is your professionalism. A lot of times, we get in the cleaning industry and we go in buildings, or we have people that go in buildings when no one is there. And so when no one is there, they go wear slides, they go in there with shorts, they go in there with tank tops, and they feel like it's okay because no one is seeing them. One of the things that I'm starting to realize is that I want to be able to get to the point that I give my team members or people that's working with me enough marketing material or shirts, however you want to say it, so you can go in and represent the company. I really believe that's big because when you're going in and out of a building, it's professionalism when someone sees you going in and out of a building in an Ascent shirt, rather you going out in a Nike sweatshirt or a hoodie when wintertime comes. A lot of times we can be looked at the wrong way, and some of us have dealing with some of the people with attitudes, that don't want to be looked at the wrong way or feel that they are being disenfranchised if someone else looks at them a certain type of way. We got to level up and be professional. It's nothing like being able to pull up and seeing everybody in the same color or everybody pulling up on the building and representing your brand, right? Another thing is when we show up for the walkthroughs and when we doing the contracts. A lot of times we would get people in the buildings that sometimes may not be the people friendly, right? So you as the entrepreneur, as the leader, must hold a certain level of professionalism. That way when you go in there, the client likes you and can sometimes overlook some of the people you may put in there. I say it all the time, character can keep you there, but charisma can get you there. You can look the part, but if your company is not built up with systems, professionalism, as we're talking about right now, and certain practices that you put in, then you may not be ready to get those big contracts that you say you're ready to get. Attitude don't pay no bills. The attitude gotta go. What about a system that you have put up? Are you professional in putting in your equipment in the building? If you're professional in putting your supplies in there, changing your mop heads, making sure that you got working products. A lot of times we get in the buildings and using cheaper products. Now, cheap products can work, but are you putting out a cheap product using cheap products? So professionalism all the way around the board. Make sure you're ready for those bigger contracts that you want to get in. The next thing we want to talk about effective market strategies in cleaning services. We're going to talk about some effective marketing strategies, some things that I know is working for me and some things that have not worked for me. All right, so I hear people saying what strategies work. What I will say from what I've learned is whatever strategy that you're working on works. And I'm gonna tell you why. Door to door, it's working. Cold calling, it's working. Email marketing, it's working. Instagram, it's working. Facebook, it's working. Facebook groups, it's working. All of those are working for me. So when we talk about marketing strategies for your cleaning company, please don't look at it in a linear way. Let's go about it and let's pick up different strategies that may be working. Now, I will like to say that Instagram has not got a high turnover for me. Instagram is where we put the pictures. What has happened is Instagram has been used to give my company a proof of that we exist, right? I've dealt with a client that went to my Instagram page and seen that we had an Instagram, and went to my Facebook page and checked that we had a Facebook, and then boom, there it is, right? So Instagram actually helped not by getting the client, but by bringing comfort to the client. So that's a marketing strategy. These right here, marketing strategies. One thing about I learned, man, put your thing on that big. Put it on there big. I got on the front, and then on the back, it got my name, it got my website, and it got my number right on the back of the shirt, right? Marketing. Those little things are marketing strategies that we working on to make sure the business is popping, right? One of the things that work for me, this is a tip I talk about a lot, is I'm real big on putting yourself in position to invest in real estate. So one of the things is getting you a virtual address. When I started off, I didn't know that it was gonna be a marketing tool. I didn't know this, right? So when I'm telling you this, I'm not telling you this as something that I knew for sure. This is something that happened out of an accident. Is that I went with a company to get a virtual service, right? Not a P.O. box. I didn't want to use my house address, right? Because I didn't want people to know where I live. So, not even that. It just don't look good, man. It just don't look good. I wanted to be able to establish business credit. I want people to look like I'm a brick and mortar, right? That term was putting yourself in a virtual address that's saying that you're downtown. Saying that now, if you don't live, you 45 minutes to an hour downtown, don't do that. I wouldn't suggest to do that because you still gotta go check your mailbox, right? So I'm 15 minutes from downtown, and that's why it's right in the area. So that's why I done that. Now, I don't do much of paid advertising yet, so I'm not gonna speak on it. I definitely wanna tap into it. But what I wanted to do first is get my organic social media marketing going first. I wanted to get some organic. So for me, cold calling, Instagram, making sure you're on the Instagram. Networking is the most amazing tool for growing your cleaning company, or I say growing any company, because having systems in place to where things are running and that you can go out and further the team, that's an amazing thing, right? So networking is definitely another major marketing strategy that we can put down. So let's go on enhancing the customer experience. We want to talk about enhancing the customer experience and making sure that they're satisfied. One of the things that I like to do is follow up and go in there meeting my clients. When I transitioned from working in the buildings to working on the business, it kind of hurt my clients only because of the level of clean that I brought. I bring the level of clean that no other person on my team has brought yet. And the reason being is because I have to train them. We're not talking about training, but we are talking about getting the customer experience and something that they need. So training will be something that you want to do. Now, I found out that doing my training, I get my little phone here, I get my phone, turn it sideways, and have my people watch me train through the phone. Now, the reason why I want them to watch through the phone, because I want to make sure they got me in camera, right? But I also want to make sure that they're focused. A lot of times people will start looking in there and they're not thinking that, hey, I'm recording, right? So I want to make sure that you're focusing in here to me, and it's been helping my team a lot as far as bringing more satisfaction to my clients. Another thing that I did was, and we get onto this, and when we talk about leveraging technology, is using technology. They have certain things that you can actually invest in to actually send out emails to your clients just to see how you've been doing. Called satisfactory reports, I guess. You see how we've been doing, how the professionalism been doing, has my cleaners been on time, how was it clean, is there anything that you would like to suggest? And always ask for constructive criticism. If you got a client out there and they are real good clients and you build up a rapport, you want them to tell you, hey, this is not going too well. I seen a cleaner, they done this, or they missing this right here. We want to make sure we're giving our clients an experience of clean, right? I want to make sure my team leaves a scent. A scent cleaning solutions, we leave a scent. I know a lot of times in the commercial industry, at least with my franchise, they didn't want to leave no smell. Now, a lot of times people that's in these buildings come from home. When they come from home, they like the smell. Some of them like the smell of bleach, which we don't do that because bleach can have too many adverse effects. That way, spill them on the carpet, spilling on the wood, you know what I mean? So we don't really use bleach, but we definitely like to leave a scent. Oh, we send our managers. We send one of our managers in there to talk to them. Not only do I go sometimes, but I have one of my managers go in there and keep the level of relationship. Because business is relationships. Relationships is business, right? So we want to make sure that we are sending somebody that looks like us, you know what I mean, in the building, and letting them know they want to talk to somebody. Next, we're going to roll right on to streamlining operations and maximizing efficiency. Streamlining operations first goes with starting to get your system in place, right? Now, I tell everybody all the time, when you first start to hire, you look for a manager first. That's what the first person you're looking for. Now, if you got a partner, you want them to be a manager, you want them to have some manager capabilities. But again, sometimes when we starting off and we getting a partner, we don't even know what the partner's supposed to be. They might not be that person that's in the building all the time. They might be good at your admin tasks. They might be good at running your social media. As you want to maximize your efficiency, right? And you want to get systems in place. You want to start to build other systems that other people will listen to. And so I created a system that I didn't have to be there. Last thing I talk about is efficiency. Learn to delegate. And some of the things that I'm doing in my company that I don't even know how to delegate some of the tasks. Some of the tasks that I find myself doing still, I have a whole team of people. I have 2 teams, matter of fact. I have a team to do a lot of my online stuff, everything online. And then I have a team to actually run my cleaning company and do both of them. All I do is have to manage both of the team and make sure it's working cohesively, right? Now, we're talking about streamlining operations and effectively. Let's go on down to this leveraging technology and digital tools, right? Let's talk about that, because this right here is amazing, right? So, as you streamlining your operations, learn to find out different technology that'll help you do it. DocuSign has been amazing for me and with my proposal. Dude, well, my whole goal is this. I go to the walkthrough and go pick up the keys. I tell you, a good one is Slack. When I found Slack, man, if you don't have Slack inside of your company, I don't know what you got going on. But inside of Slack, we can get all your team in that Slack for free, and you can get all your channels that you got for free. And you have your buildings in there, and then you tag people to your buildings, then you tag them, and it bings on their phone, and then you could keep a whole system. Or another good one, time tracking software. So at first, I do SWEP now, but at first I was going with T-Sheets back in the day? We do T-Sheets, and then it went to QuickBooks and stuff like that. QuickBooks, it's worth every penny. Dude, when I look at my invoice, when I look at my stuff now, and all the numbers that I get to see, it streamlined a lot of the mishaps that I was going on. It talks more about my pie charts and things like that. I'm learning more and more about it because I just switched over, and then I have somebody handling my bookkeeping and updating it for me. VAs. So they're handling my bookkeeping. I'm training them with a real live QuickBooks. I paid about $2,500. Make sure that your team is learning the tools. Some of the people won't use the tools because we're not teaching them how to use the tools. We got to teach them how to clean the buildings. We got to teach them the system. Don't break the system. If you got some structure in place, don't jump down to answer the problem. Let the team answer the problem. It's been so many times I'm like, you know, you get like that and you want to just swoop on down. But what you're doing is you messing up the structure that you putting in. So when you want to swoop on down, they're going to swoop right on up to talk to you. It's going to bypass the people that you have, that you put in place to protect the situation, to give you the solution. But yeah, we leverage technology, man, leveraging technology. Hope I gave somebody something inside of this. Hope somebody realized that, hey, we can level this business by going after networking events. We can go in and we can be professional when we go. Yeah, when you go to these networking events, represent your brand. Represent, like, dress up, smell good. You know what I mean? Smell good, go in there walking with your, you know what I mean? Back straight up, talk people, give nice firm handshake. Look them in the eye. I'm out of here, peace.